Hi guys, this is Jess, and for the first 10 people, I'm offering a one question read. All the details are in the description box below. So if you're interested in a one question personal reading, click that link below and we'll get started. Now, on to your reading. Take care, guys. Hi Aquarius, this is Jess with your March 2019 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aquarius, I do see that some of you definitely are fighting for a sense of happiness. You may be even putting certain things behind you and fighting for yourself. Okay. Some of you coming into March, you may be saying, love doesn't matter anymore. Family doesn't matter anymore. Or I've raised my family, I've done that, and I'm just focusing on myself right now. So there's a bit of selfishness or having to fight for the family, fight for your ultimate happiness as well, is what it looks like. Some of you are looking at your finances. You want to have a certain financial outcome. You want to see yourself with A, B, and C. For all of you, it'll be different, but you are taking a heavy stock in your finances. And you may be looking at the job that you have or the career that you're going toward and trying to manipulate and maneuver how can this work in your favor. Some of you may be about to sign a contract for work. You may have gotten an offer, but it may have been either some of you may have taken a loss where it's like you didn't beat out someone else, or it is a challenge. Like you really have to use every fiber of your being to kind of maneuver yourself in the place that you want to be. Okay. I do see working hard and focusing on one thing. And once you get that thing accomplished, you're moving on to the next thing very quick. So for some of you, you'll be leaving a job. Some of you just feel unfulfilled in an area of your life. And I do feel like that kind of, for some of you, has to be with matter of heart, and you may be putting it on the back burner for right now. Heart matters also may be affecting your practical everyday life. Okay, so be careful with that. But I do see, regardless, that you are moving forward. You are making moves forward that you're not really telling people. You're keeping it to yourself, and you're devising a plan to ultimately get to the place that you've always been dreaming. I feel like some of you feel like money is on an upswing for some of you, or if you don't have much, you're doing the best you can with what you have, okay? But still be very conservative, I would say, at least for the very first. Definitely for the first week or two, be conservative with what you have, even though you may feel like, yeah, I have more than enough. Or, yes, I'm able to really make, you know, a dollar out of 15 cents, that type of thing. Okay. But I do see a lot of healing with you guys coming in and having this hope and wish that ultimately you're not just sitting around just hoping and wishing. You may have been in a low period for some of you, but you're coming out of it and you're now physically, not only you physically moving forward, but mentally you are devising, as I said, a plan to orchestrate your ultimate dreams and fulfillment. External to you, I do see that you may be talking to people from your past a lot. Children may be a focus. You may be having to help or aid or listen to someone who may be stuck, who may feel like they don't know the way forward. Okay. And you're also going to be meeting people that can make some things happen. So this will be a very discerning month for you to know the difference between, who can help you and who needs help from you. That seems to be the theme right now. And if you're looking for work, it looks like there can be opportunities with something that you're familiar with. You may feel that it's like pulling teeth trying to get some understanding from a particular job or moving forward in a particular direction, but they'll get out of it. So if you've not heard from people and things have been kind of stagnant, it'll be like out of nowhere, people say, okay, we want to see you. Yeah, come in. If work has been lagging, now all of a sudden work is coming in. They want you to do overtime. They want you to do double time. So things will be picking up after there seems to have been some discord in that area. Halfway through the month, though, I do see that you're taking on a new direction. Some of you may be planning a trip. Ultimately speaking, there is this again, planning your steps forward. And I feel like that all comes on the heels of you looking back at past losses and not being very happy with yourself. Okay. But then not staying in that, still moving confidently forward. Again, someone can be very vital halfway through the month in helping you move to the next stage of your life. I do feel like you will have a lot of patience, but you'll have a lot of confidence. You'll have a lot of strength to move forward. Heart matters this month. Again, as I said, and I mean heart matters, emotional, it could be physical heart matters. So definitely check yourself out if there's anything that you feel is giving you some signals that something could be problematic for you. But I feel that on an emotional level, that is what kind of it's a driving force. Your emotions and what you've dealt with in the past is a driving force to where you are taking yourself moving forward. And I feel because you do not stay in that emotional plight, you attract to you people who are helping you in this path forward. Third week of the month, though, amazing. So, for those of you who are looking for work, it looks like if you're interviewing, you may not get something that you want. So, there may be not a call that you were anticipating. You don't get that call. You may get a letter saying, unfortunately, we're considering other candidates, that sort of thing. But there is going to be an opportunity that comes your way that kind of changes things for the positive. Money looks amazing third week of the month, amazing. And whatever, and perhaps you were waiting for a particular amount of money, that comes in. And with that money, now you can see your path forward. It becomes far clearer for you. And things will start to move extremely fast the last 2 weeks of the month. I feel like things are moving fast and things are ending quickly as well. It's like endings come in very quick for you, very quick. But it is to kind of, again, clear your path. It is, yes, it's definitely to clear your path, to move you forward in a place that's going to give you peace and solace. Okay. That's exactly what the energy is going to be there for. With it though, it's like anything. Sometimes when you clear your deck or you clear your table, you look back and like, oh damn, I threw out something. So it could be a loss that still hurts you, that still sticks with you. But again, this energy continues to repeat itself, that going out of March into April, you're still, and it's something that ended, you may want to go back to it. You need to confront it. You need to, everyone's going back in some kind of way. So for some of you, it's going to be going back to this thing that ended. And although mentally you're in a better space, that may be the catalyst as to why you feel you can now go back and address the situation. Even though I do feel like you're going to be a bit confrontational toward this ending, not wanting it to end. But guess what? It's wrapping up. It's ending. Something is ending. Something is going to wrap up, even though I feel like some of you may try to save it. And I feel that it's taking you to the next place in your life, and some things you kind of can't take with you, but you're still going to have that attachment to it. So there still will be, going into March, you still will be attached to something. Okay. And I do see you guys deciding to invest in possibly yourself in school education that will take you to the next level, and still looking at your decisions forward and how things ultimately is going to pan out for you. So you do have this long-term vision of where you want to be, and throughout the month of March you're moving successfully in that direction. But again, because you have to leave things behind, or things just being cut out of your life, you don't really, because Aquarius says you guys can really foresee a lot of things. So you kind of know that this has to happen, or it will be what it needs to be, right? But there's still going to be a part of you that urges you to want to go back to perhaps see if you can save something. Okay. And with this ending, this full culmination of a situation, you will take stock in what all you've learned, how much you've put into a situation, and now know that it's time to move forward in a new direction. Okay. Yeah, and it's gonna be a burden. You guys are a fixed sign, so change and leaving things behind in a way that either was by choice or by force won't come easy. It's a process, but again, one foot in front of the other, and you guys, I feel, will get on the other side of the situation. And for some of you, it could be anywhere. It could be a family member, friends, it could be coworkers, that sort of thing, leaving something behind for something new. Now, when it comes to love, for some of you, I do feel like you are thinking of a particular person. This could be a marriage or a long-term commitment that you've been in that you're trying to go back to. It's almost like for some of you, you know that your life is pushing you into a completely new direction, but it could be for, we're in Mercury retrograde, so you may need to want to go back to the scene of the crime, if you will. The scene of the crime. I do feel like there is, or it could be someone who you're not in the best place with this person. You may have had to kind of distance yourself and not speak to them. accepting it for what it was, but now you feel like you need to go back and talk to this person. And the problem is whatever the argument, the fallout, the disdain, the breakup, the situation that occurred, that seems to be the challenge. Someone forgiving the other person and moving on, or two people getting on the same page. I do feel like some of you have been in a melancholy stage because there's a love that's on your mind that you were very hopeful for, and you may even felt like it was a wish come true. And I feel that this person may be a bit stuck mentally. It's hard for them to get over some hurts and pains that either you caused them or even they caused you. Now, I'll say this, if someone caused you hurt and pain, somebody may be regretting that because now you're moving forward in a more positive way, knowing that, you will ultimately have what you're desiring, which is something, a long-term healthy relationship, albeit it may take time, and you're going to kind of allow that time and focus on you and other things to develop yourself in that time. And so if someone's done you wrong, they are regretting it and they're trying to mastermind a plan to get you back. So some of you will definitely be hearing from somebody from your past that has been a bit stagnant, not knowing exactly how the hell can they get this thing back. They feel imprisoned because they can't just disconnect and move forward. And so now they're going to try to do whatever they can to get you back into their life. Midway through, though, I do see you guys trying to move forward. There could be a plan on relocation, wanting to set out anew. I do see a lot of newness happening here for a lot of Aquariuses in the matters of love, but still sifting through old loss, hurt, and pain that could have involved a threesome. So it could be you and another two other people that you was involved with. And even reminiscing about the passionate moments that you've had with someone. Some of you have seen very clearly that you're moving forward in a new direction. You're single ultimately, right? There is somebody that you have a connection with that you're mourning the loss over, but you may get your ego stroked and, get some attention from a completely different person because you can't get with, I don't know, I've been seeing this for a little while now with you guys not being able to be with who you want. So you're settling for who you can get. So I do see some of that happening for some of you. And the third way, or some of you also could be re-engaging with someone, okay? Wanting to communicate with that person, wanting to reach back out with them. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo here where you're on Aquarius, or a Mercurial sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I said Capricorn, I didn't mean to say Capricorn, but Capricorn, Virgo, or Gemini. But I do feel halfway through the month, there is a wanting to kind of reconnect with someone. And I do feel if you reach out to them, you're going to be very open. And I do feel like it could be amicable the way that the two of you communicate. And if that is the case, third week of the month, there's going to be a new opportunity or at least a new offer to kind of make this thing work in a real way. Some of you are really wanting to start something new because you do see something long term with a particular person. But as the month progresses, the third week going out of the third week, there's going to be a lot of communications with you and this person on and off, a lot of communications. And then it kind of either there's going to be an end to the communication and a moving forward, or like the communication ends and it could come in really swiftly and quick, like this is over, it ends, I can't deal with this anymore. So somewhere in between kind of reuniting or working on your relationship, something ends and there's a moving forward in a direction that you feel will garner you peace. You will definitely be heartbroken. So some of you, you're redealing with a heartbreaking situation with a particular person that's coming back. And although it looks like it could be prominent and prosperous, it ends and you move forward. You do lick your wounds, but you will be heartbroken coming out of the third week. Definitely on the fourth week, you'll be feeling this source of heartbreak. And or you could be discovering that now that you discover that this person is married, this person is committed, this person is in a relationship, that sort of thing, and you may be wanting to confront this person. Others of you, when you know this ending happens, you do feel a sense of heartbreak, but then it's like, I'm gonna go after this person. I'm gonna go after them. I need this person in my life. I want this person in my life. I don't want it to end. And you want to take it to the next level, but it's gonna be, for some of you, a wait and see process. You have to wait, and it's going to be a burden to carry on this feeling that you have for someone, knowing that things just can't fall into place the way you want them to fall into place is what it looks like. For those of you who are coupled, though, I do see some discontentment in your relationship, okay? There may be these talks of like, where are we at now, where we stand, what are we going to do? And third week, yes, it's very promising. We're going to be together. Your mate may take on a job, or you them, and now you have to depart from one another, and trying to piece together exactly how do we make this work in the most practical and most logical way. And there may be an opportunity to stay, but then someone gets the news that no, in fact, they have to go. Okay. And although the separation is a lot, I do feel like you're going to do whatever it takes to either travel to see them, you, that sort of thing. Um, it will just ascend the relationship to a new level, because when you as a couple embark on things that is a bit of a challenge, but the two of you come together and you overcome those challenges and you're still together, it only makes the relationship stronger. And for some of you, with this new change in direction with your mate, I do feel like there's going to be this looking at the situation and knowing that it's just going to take time. You may even start to look for work where they live or where they're moving to them, vice versa. Something about a move, or, how do we make this, come together in a way that's more practical for the both of us. Okay. And it will be a burden. Someone will feel burdened by ultimate decision moving forward, either letting it go. And if you're in a serious commitment, I don't feel like this is letting it go. I feel like this is ascending to a higher level in your relationship, but just making it all fit where, okay, now we're on the same page and there's no problems. That is going to take time. For those of you who are single, it looks like you're doing a lot of healing. Okay. You're not really putting yourself out there 100%, because again, I do feel like there's a lot of pining over your past. Absolutely. You may be attracting people from your past. So I do see the past coming back. That's out there external to you. People who they want to come back, but they don't know exactly if it's the best thing to do. And then, they decide to do it and try to make this work. You could also be attracting people who could be a bit of a manipulator and a bit of a player, somebody that, they get what they want no matter what. And then you can also be attracting people who are in a crippling stage in their life. They can't open up. They don't know how. They have mental blockages. Halfway through, though, for those of you who are single, I do feel like you're going to be really self-focused and really thinking about the past, heavily thinking about the past. There could be an opportunity if you've been kind of somewhat dating and seeing somebody, or dating and seeing someone, there's going to be a moving forward, okay, a new opportunity. For some of you who are single, you're really going to be focusing on your career, and money will be very prosperous this month. And I do feel like things will come in very fast as far as successes and moving forward in your life. And you'll finally feel like mentally, okay, I'm fine. I'm getting in a better place. It's like waking up that day and it's like, okay, I didn't think about the person, and I don't feel depressed. I'm fine. I can move forward. But then by the fourth week, it kind of comes out of nowhere again, and you feel a sense of heartache and pain. And there is going to be a moving forward, like, because you're thinking about this person, ruminating on them, you will be calling them back into your life. But there's an opportunity to conclude this type of relationship. So for some of you, it's your ex-husband and wife. Others of you, it's this person that you've been pining over, that you can't make things work, because there could be another person, or the person is not making themselves available for a commitment. And I do feel like, although there's an opportunity to conclude it, it looks like there's still going to be some holding on. And so a lot of you would just be that are single, that this is a Mercury retrograde month. So the past is coming back. There's going to be taking stock and knowing that, okay, now my option is to move forward, but it will be a process for you. It's not going to just be, okay, I'm moving forward. I'm light. I'm airy. I'm taking on the world. Everything is fresh and new. It's like, yeah, I have a new opportunity that possibly can move me forward to unforeseen prospects. But you're still carrying baggage. So be careful with that, Aquarius. Just know that for you, it's going to be a process. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. For those of you who would like the opportunity to receive a one question reading, please look at the description below. It's the first 10 people can get a one question from me, and it's the same day response. So check that description box below. If you would like to share how this resonates with you, please do so in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. But if you like something a little bit more in depth and personal with me, I could be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.